Today we're making the star cake. For this video, we're going to be using a cake mix. Empty out the cake mix in a bowl. Then crack 3 eggs in a separate bowl to avoid any shells in the batter. Add the eggs to the cake mix. Then add a cup of milk. And half a cup of vegetable oil. Using a stand mixer or a handheld mixer, mix the contents together. Make sure to use a rubber spatula to clean off the sides of the bowl. Then lightly grease a cake pan to avoid any cake sticking to the sides. And also add parchment paper to the cake pan. Then roughly add half of the batter to the cake pan. We will be making 2 cakes so we can stack them on top of each other. Then add the cake pan to the oven, heated at 350 Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. Once the cakes are baked, we're going to be shaping them into a star. I printed out a piece of paper shaped like a star and cut around that shape with a knife. Repeat this with the other cake, which leaves you with 2 star-shaped cakes. To make the buttercream, we're going to be using half cup of room temperature butter, and placing it on the stand mixer so it can mix until it reaches a creamy consistency. Once done mixing, the consistency of the butter should look just like this. Then add a cup of powdered sugar. Using a spatula, mix it in the bowl. Then add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix it together really well. Transfer the icing to a piping bag to begin piping the middle of the cake. Then use an icing spatula or a knife to spread out the icing evenly. Then stack the second layer on top of the first cake. To make the icing to cover the cake, we need 1.5 cups of unsalted room temperature butter, add them all to a bowl and repeat the process of mixing until a creamy consistency is reached. While the butter is mixing, sift 3 cups of powdered sugar into another bowl. Once the butter has reached the desired consistency, slowly begin to add the powdered sugar, half cup at a time, until it is all well mixed into the butter. This is how your icing should look like once it's done. Today we're going to be using the lemon yellow Wilton colors to add color to the icing. Start adding the colors to the icing until you reach the desired shade. Then transfer the icing to the piping bag. And carefully begin covering the surface of the cake in icing. To make the decorations for this cake, we're going to begin by tempering 1 tablespoon of chocolate chips and placing them on the parchment paper in small circles to form the eyes. Now set these in the fridge to harden. Once the chocolates are done, you can place them on the star where the eyes would be. Here I added 2 glitter circles to look like the eyes. Then I'm using pink gel icing to create the smile. You can also use fondant if you don't have gel icing available. And that's all for today, folks.